have you lived in Houston long, sir?
For a while.
Well, perhaps you remember a couple of years ago there was an outfit called Occupy that was camped out over at Tranquility Park. Well, the mayor made her move on after a while, and things kind of quieted down. And then the city council passed this ordinance that you had to give permission to feed more than you had to take classes and stuff. And there were a lot of people that were out there feeding the homeless, and they were kind of upset, and they thought this was a bad thing. So they passed a petition around, and they got 35,000 signatures, with some good signatures, because, I mean, these people were doing it right. When I say good signatures, what I mean is verifiable signatures, because they had to be from people who were registered to vote in the city, and then they were going to put this on the ballot and change the charter. But on a technicality, the mayor said they couldn't put it on the ballot. Because, well, why not? Well, first of all, it was her ordinance, you know. She had passed it, so she wanted it to be there. And secondly, she'd been embarrassed by an ordinance that had been overturned by the people just a year or two before. Remember, did you hear about the red light camera controversy? Yeah, right. The red light camera people, some people got their 35,000 signatures and got it on the ballot. And she said, yeah, sure, let them put them on the ballot. I'm going to kick their ass. Only the people voted to get rid of those red light cameras. And then she still tried to find some technicality to keep the cameras there. Anyway, she finally saw the light and let the cameras come down, and we broke our contract with the people that were doing that. This is a long, boring story. Aren't you sorry you asked me about all this? Anyway, she got all embarrassed. This was like a big issue. And the last time she ran, 2 years ago, she just barely got enough of them, over 50%. She just barely got a majority. Her percentage was 50.08%, by which she avoided a runoff. And so now she's got 8 candidates, counting me, running against her this year. And last year, she just didn't want to have another thing on the ballot that had just come around about this feeding the homeless ordinance. So, and then, okay, there's more. I'm sorry, this is such a complicated story, but he asked. So the mayor, okay, just a minute, almost finished. So the mayor got another ordinance on the ballot. She blocked the one that on technicality. She got another one up there to change the city charter. That was a given. They were going to update the language on the charter. That is, they were already ignoring the stuff that the charter said anyway because it was superseded by other laws. But they cleaned up the charter, which is good enough as far as it goes. But it turns out that once you change the city charter, you have to wait 2 years before you can change the charter again. Well, that gets her past this election, doesn't it? And some people say that if she wants to, she can make it 3 years because, well, last year the election was on November 6th, this year it's on November 5. Next year it's going to be on November 4. And wait a minute, that's less than 2 years. You got to wait until after that election before you can change the charter for it to be 2 years, right? Okay. We're putting them to sleep, they say, so I got to sing some more. Oh, I'm taking too much time. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun once again. Well, I gotta wear my piggy nose. So, okay, I gotta wear my piggy nose. This is based on a Hank Woji song. I say based on because I do terrible things to it. A Hank Woji song called "Pigs at the Trough." Okay. I'm gonna just run through the harmonica for a bit. I'll do the verse and the chorus, and then I'll sing the chorus, and we'll alternate chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Okay. We rehearsed too much for this, as you can tell. How's this song go? Maestro. Imagine the orchestra tuning up in the background. It's hard to play with my nose. So upside down again. They just can't keep from lying. And stealing from the poor is just so damn satisfying as they squeeze the last drop of blood from our bones. Rip the working class of the marrow from our bones. Living high on the hog while the rest of us are dying. Pigs at the trough, they just can't keep from lying. Now those piggies don't stop, so go to the sea, go to the sea. Now those piggies don't stop swilling when their bellies get stuffed. Just get to chewing harder when the gristle gets tough. And if you try to stop them, they're prepared to get rough. The pigs at the trough, they just can't get enough. The pigs at the trough never saw that crash coming. They were way too busy looking the economy they were running. Yeah, way too busy doing what all good piggies should. Stuffing all their pockets just as fast as they could. Now they're looking straight at us down the noses that they're thumbing. At the trough, they just saw that crash coming. Yeah, the pigs at the trough got another crash coming. Can you say dead conflict? Sorry about that long political story.